Here with West Alabama after their upset win over West Florida 10-6. Joining here tonight by Bry Webb, Gilliland and Kel Williams. Coach, opening comments.
It's a huge team win. You know, anytime you get a win over a top 10 team at your place, you know, especially for homecoming with so many festivities and alumni back. But, you know, the credit goes to our guys. Found a way to get a lead early in the game and refused to let it up. And it was a team win. We had been frustrated with some of the things that we were giving other teams. We felt like the last several weeks, and you know we had a challenge just to keep pounding the rock and keep working. We were seeing some growth, but it wasn't showing up on the scoreboard. And we knew eventually it would. And you know that's a heck of a team. You know that we just battled with, and they do a great job. And you know I'm so proud of how our guys just came together and refused to lose. And it's so exciting. They deserve every bit of excitement they get.
You talked about last week with me. We were talking Postgame at West Georgia about pounding that rock and eventually it cracked. Well, in the locker room tonight, the guys finally cracked. Talk about some of the things y'all did this week in practice to kind of prepare for this team, who was one of the best offensive passing games in the country.
Well, really, the last 2 weeks, I felt like we practiced well. And that was what was so frustrating last week, is we felt like we had a really good week of practice. And it showed up in areas, but it didn't show up team-wide. And that's frustrating, you know, when you think you're doing things right and you got to keep doing it without seeing the results you want. And you got to find the positives. We found a lot of good positives out of last week, and I think our guys took it to heart and they built off of it. And so we had another good week this week. Our guys that are being our look team, you know, for the other team are doing a great job in practice, trying to give us a good look and make sure the guys that are out there playing, you know, have seen it at a good speed before. So, you know, I really think, you know, the last couple of weeks we practiced well, and we got to continue that.
A lot of the offense we saw tonight, saw some good drives, long drives by your offense. I mean, we haven't seen it in a while. Bry Webb, the offensive touchdown in the second quarter, had a really good opportunity after a pass interference call that went our way and got the touchdown run. Talk about what you guys saw on offense this week, going into practice, going into what you had seen the last couple of weeks.
Mostly like when they blitzed from the field, we was like, we were going to pick on that guy. And I just give credit to my offensive line because I'm nothing without them. I just stayed patient and read my keys tonight.
Talk about I mentioned Coach G, and I've mentioned on the air when I've been doing radio, I've talked about just the core of this running game. And Braden Jenkins has stepped up for you guys so well as a freshman, and not just him, but everybody, Arsenault, Melton, everybody. Talk about what you guys do to kind of prepare for that and kind of go for a week-to-week basis when you're talking about running game.
It's mostly like, I say, watching film. Like we watch film on Mondays and just take advantage of it.
Kel Williams had the interception late in the ball game after his field goal late for West Alabama. Kel, you were right there, right place, right time. Right in front of the UWA's sideline, made that catch. And from my view, I thought you were going to score. You almost ran into me, which is awesome to see. Talk about what you saw on that interception playing that route from Pee Wee Jarrett.
I saw that throughout the week, the whole week. We was going over there in the scout cards, you know what I'm saying? Late offense, they were going to go deep, you know what I'm saying? So I just played on top, inside, and I was there to make the play.
Yeah, and your defense has been probably one of the talking points that we've seen so far this season, making step after step, and this team did that tonight. Did not allow West Florida into the end zone. What does that say for this team that we've seen so well on defense? What does that mean for you guys, seeing the success of that tonight, not getting West Florida into the end zone?
That means we buy into what we're known for. DTP, discipline, toughness, and passion. You go out there and play on the field with those three things, you'll never go wrong.
G, we talked about this a little bit with homecoming today for West Alabama. This was a big win for you guys, not just for the program itself, but just with homecoming and the festivities with the alumni here. What does that mean for this football program now going forward in this late second half of the season?
Well, I think it shows, you know, what we're capable of in a lot of areas. But, you know, the other thing it shows more so inside our team was that we had guys that could step up and play when other guys were out. We had a bunch of guys out this game. And, you know, I'm talking about double digits that would normally be starters. And, you know, for guys to step up and step into roles, you know, our two defensive captains were on the sidelines with me in a regular jersey. You know, so when you play a really high-powered, one of the best offenses in the country with three of your key defensive starters out, you're uneasy going into that. And then to watch them just completely refused to give up a touchdown in the game. It's just it's exciting, you know, and I'm super excited for these guys. And like he said, they bought in and they continue, even when we didn't see the results we wanted, continued to grind and continue to find a way to get better every day. And we got to keep doing that. We still got several games left.
Good news is you come up the high of this in a good stretch after a couple of disappointing losses. Bad news is you have a bye week. And then you get ready for Shawan in 2 weeks. What's going to be the preparation for you guys for these next 2 weeks to keep that intensity up between now and October 28th?
We definitely need the bye week. It's still good to have that, you know, because we do have so many guys that we gotta get back healthy. And so that's going to be one focus. The other focus of the bye week is just we got a time to go back to fundamentals and go back to square one of blocking, tackling, you know, doing some things and some individual stuff in practice that we have to get away from because we're doing so much opponent-oriented stuff. So I think it's a good time to kind of get back to basics and and let some guys heal up that need to heal up. So it's going to be a good week for us, and then we're going to go up and take a long trip against another conference opponent. So we got to stay locked in, and we'll keep that intensity in practice because our guys have started practicing that way. And like I said, it's been a couple weeks that we've practiced well, and that switch is flipped. So now we've seen the benefits of it, and so I completely expect that to continue.
Congratulations, guys, on the win. We'll see you in Murfreesboro, North Carolina, in a couple weeks.
Thank you. Go Tigers.